Hi, this is Mark Sabatella, and I want to thank you for checking out my project here to create a community-based recording of We Gather Together. In the previous video that I shared, I showed you how to access the sheet music for the arrangement that we're going to be recording, and then you can, pick a part and learn a part from it. And now I want to show you how we're going to go about recording it. And we're going to use a website called BandLab. And by using this website, we don't have to install any special software. We don't have to upload files or do anything like this. BandLab kind of handles all of that for us, which is really nice. So if you are looking here at the article that I have about the project, you will see a link that says Project on BandLab, or maybe you're viewing this video somewhere else and seeing that link. When you click Project on BandLab, or whatever the link is, it's going to take you to the page for a band that I've created for the project. And so you're going to have to join the band. Now, I'm already in the band, so I'm seeing the version that I see because I'm in the band. When you come to participate, you're going to see a join button here, and that's what you're going to want to press. And when you press the join button, if you already have an account, it'll just say, all right, your request has been sent. Otherwise, you'll have to create an account, and it is a free account to create. And once you do that, it'll send a request to me, and I can press a button and let you in, and then you can be on your way. And what's going to happen once you're in the band, like I am here, you can see if other people have been posting things, that'll show up here on the right. But what you can do is just click where it says projects, and you'll just see there's just one project there called We Gather Together. And when I click on that project, we'll see the page for the project. And you're going to want to click the big red button here that says Open in Mix Editor. And what this is going to do is open the project and let you edit it. And when you edit it, don't worry, you're not going to be, there's no danger that you can erase anyone else's work or make anything go wrong. It's your own private version of the thing. It's called a revision that BandLab creates. So you'll create your own revision when you hit this button, and I will then be able to combine things as necessary. You might see previous people's work when you do this, and you can use it or you can ignore it, delete it. You're free to do whatever you want because it'll be your own copy of it. So I'm going to go ahead and press that button. And when I do that, it's going to load the page, and if you've ever used any audio software before, it's going to look pretty similar. So what you'll see here is a series of these horizontal colored bars here that representing the different tracks. There's a track for soprano 1, soprano 2, alto, guitar, bass, and drums. And these are all the MIDI tracks. So this is what was the computer-generated audio from MuseScore. If I scroll down, is where you'll see now tracks for actual audio, and this is where you're going to record. And if anyone else has recorded stuff, you're going to see what they've recorded already. This was from a previous try that I did. I had already recorded a version, and I'm just going to delete it because I don't need it. So I can just click that this clip here and press delete, and bye-bye. And I'm going to record another one for you right now. So let's go ahead and scroll up, and if I press the play button, you will hear it play these parts. So that's all the MIDI stuff. And we want to record our own part now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the alto part. Now I noticed that the last time I was in here, I had muted the alto part. I'm going to unmute it, but I'm going to mute the other two. The M button here is mute. I'm going to mute the sopranos. So this way, I'm only going to hear the alto. And you can see these lines within the colored bars here. This is, you can tell where the alto enters is right here. This is kind of a piano roll. So I can go right to where the alto is about to come in and press play. And now we're not going to hear the soprano, but we will hear the alto. So let's listen to that. That is what I want to record now, my version of. When I do this, I'm going to want to hear the computer-generated alto, and I'm going to not want to hear the other parts, because it confuses me. If you're more experienced at this, you might want to do it the other way around. You might want to hear the sopranos and not hear your own part that you're copying. It's all up to you what you listen to, but it's very important that you have headphones on when you go to record, because otherwise the microphone is going to pick up the sound of the music coming through your speakers, and we don't want that. We want the microphone to pick up your voice only. So you can go ahead and we're going to use the record button for this. I will say there is a thing here under settings that says latency test, and if you run that before you plug in the headphones, it'll play a sound through the speaker and do some checking to try to get the timing of things right, and just to make sure that the things aren't lagging at all. But the reality is it doesn't work perfectly. I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm just going to fix that myself. So what I'm going to do is scroll down. I'm going to select the alto part to say this is the part that I want to record, and I want to move this playhead again right to where I'm going to start recording. Scroll back down, and now I'm going to press the record button, and we'll hear it play a couple measures. In fact, maybe I will go ahead and put the other sopranos on so we know exactly where my spot is. So now I'll hear them singing and I'll know where my spot is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button, and I'm going to hit space, by the way, to stop the recording when I'm done. And what I'm going to do is just sing that little part, and it's this part of the music. It's this cease from distressing. That's the part I'm going to sing. I'm just going to do those 4 bars. I would recommend when you do this, try to learn at least 8 measures or so to try to record together. You can do as much as you want. You can do as little as you want. But I would recommend to see if you could try to maybe record 8 measures at a time. And maybe you just do 8 measures and call it done, or maybe you just do a few different 8 measure sections. That's up to you. So that's what I want. Cease from distressing. Got it. Got my part. All right. I'm going to hit the record button, and let's see how I do. Cease from distressing. That's it. Got it. So let's listen now to make sure I really got it right. So I am gonna mute now the alto part. So I'm only gonna hear. I'm muting the MIDI alto part. So I'm only gonna hear now the MIDI sopranos, but without the MIDI alto. We are gonna hear my part. And I think what we're gonna hear is that I'm behind because of that whole latency thing. And then I'm just gonna fix it. So let's listen. Let's back up a little bit and hear. Cease from distressing. Right? I'm about a half a second behind because of the whole way this thing works. Not to worry. In fact, you don't have to even worry about this at all, but I'm just going to show you. You can just drag this thing, and I'm just going to trial and error it. Cease from distressing. That's pretty darn good. Maybe I'm a little early still. I could still just, a little late still. I could just drag it a little further. But it's just not that important because I can fix all this later. One more time. Cease from distressing. That's it. I could then go in and record more little clips here if I want. I could go to the soprano track and try to record that. Now, I'm not a singer. And if I were a singer, I'd be a bass, not an alto. So if I were to try to record this, I would be recording parts an octave lower than written. But that was like the lowest part of the alto part, and I was able to sing that. You just pick what's going to work for you, sing what's going to work for you. If you'd rather go and lay down your own guitar part, you can add track here, and then you can add, when I click this, it's going to let me pick a new track to add, and you'll pick the voice or mic to record with a microphone, and then that's going to add a new track down here. Now, when you're done, all you have to do is hit the save button to make sure it gets saved. And again, it's going to create a new revision. You don't have to worry that you've erased someone else's work or anything. That's just not going to be a thing. It's going to be your own revision of the thing, and I will be able to collect them all. And then this is the exit button. Just don't X out of the thing because your work won't be saved. Make sure you save it. Once you do save it, then you can X out of it all you want. Or if you press the exit button, it's going to ask you, click the exit button. Ooh, save changes. If you leave without saving, your changes will be lost. So then you can hit the save button. Once you hit the save button, your work is saved, and I can see it, and I will be able to collect it. And I am looking so forward to hearing what everyone is able to contribute here, so I can bring them all together and create the finished arrangement. And I'm just really excited and looking forward to hearing what we all come up with. So have fun, record music, and we'll check it out later.